Ball. We are here in North Carolina as we get ready to kick things off for Week 8 of the NFL Summer League. It's the 5-2 Indianapolis Colts taking on the 3-4 Carolina Panthers. Welcome into the YouTube TV Network broadcast booth. I'm Mason Urbane. Alongside me, we got Isaiah Conway here. So, I'm going to ask my broadcast partner, what do you think Carolina's going to have to do to get back in this one? Obviously, 3-4. They can't lose any more games if they want to have a shot to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to go out there and be aggressive. You're going to have to make good plays down the stretch and, ultimately try to get the win.
Yeah, so there is, after this week, there is 2 weeks left in the NFL Summer League season. So, before the playoffs. So, what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to win out. They have to win out. It doesn't matter. They cannot lose to the Colts. The Colts can take a loss any day of the week. They're 5-2. And meanwhile, what do you think the Colts are going to have to do to continue this push towards the playoffs?
Who's the quarterback?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I think they're just going to, they're going to have to play good defense and, better offense, keep their streak going. And, good luck to both teams.
All right, so for the whole game, me and my broadcast partner will be in the booth. We got multiple games tomorrow, including a 12 p.m. game between the Steelers and Ravens. And then Saturday night's game will be the Cardinals and Rams. Sunday night's game will be the Chiefs and Bears. That will come after NASCAR Cup Series action from Phoenix Raceway. And then we have on Monday night the Jaguars and Giants, and then the Packers and Saints close out the week on Tuesday Night Football. So here's Sanchez to kick this one away. And we are underway in Carolina. Here's the return by Roberts. Roberts still on the run. Excellent return by Roberts. He returns it to the 35. Well, I mean, like you said, decent play indeed. And, I mean, I think Carolina's got what it takes to turn this one around. All right, here's P.J. Walker now. On. First and 10 for Carolina. Walker fires, passes, intercepted on the first play of the game.
That is not what we're looking for in this game.
Pass is picked off. McLeod Jr. picks him off. And it's now Nick Foles, Super Bowl 52 champion with the Philadelphia Eagles, coming on out here, and MVP. And he's got his team at 5-2 right now, with 2 weeks left in the regular season, pushing towards the playoffs. First and 10 for Indianapolis from the opponent 36. Here's Foles. Foles launches it to the right side. That pass is complete to Michael Pittman Jr. All right, so what do you think of the play? What do you think they're going to have to do here on this drive to...
I think they're going to have to keep on getting, big plays, big yardage.
Foles caught. Never mind, incomplete.
Keep the turnovers low.
Foles on the run. No, he's going to get sacked back at the 35 by Burns. And that, partner, is not what you want. That's not what you want to happen.
Yeah, I would have just threw it out before I ran.
And it looked like he was going to throw it too, but Burns was just there and brings him to the turf. And that is why Carolina won their last 2 games. Week 5, they were 1-4, and they won their last 2 games to be 3-4. Third down and 22. Here's Foles. Launches it back to the right side. Intercepted. Turnover for each team now.
They're both playing good defense.
Chen takes this one away. All right, PJ Walker back out to work. Obviously, one play interception on that last drive. What are you thinking if you're the coach in that case?
You know, I'm just trying to stay confident in my guys. You know, hopefully they will score a touchdown here. See how it's going to go.
I agree. First and 10 for PJ Walker. PJ Walker, wide open receiver. Pass is caught. Goodbye. Touchdown, Carolina.
And that's exactly what they need to do to win this ball game.
And to make a push towards the playoffs. DJ Moore, excellent job there getting open. And PJ Walker sees that. Look at that. Absolute dime to PJ Walker. And Stephon Gilmore was nowhere near him. And if you're Carolina fans, that touchdown has just kept hope alive for you. Here's Panero on for the extra point attempt. Kick is up and good, and Carolina leading this ball game. What do you think of that drive?
That was an amazing drive, bro. That pass, that was an amazing pass.
And think about this. Last drive was one play interception. That drive was one play touchdown. Now here's the Colts after their turnover on the last drive. Returns it to his own 28-yard line. Foles has to throw to avoid the sack, and that is caught by Pierce.
They just need a big play. So I can even off the score.
Foles is on the run. Takes it into enemy territory.
That was an amazing run by Foles.
Look at that play right there. Nice catch by Pierce.
The anticipation on that pass. And that catch, that was an amazing catch.
There's Foles. Launching for Pierce again, right through his hands, incomplete. Foles fires to Jonathan Taylor, who gets it to the 26, so a gain of 2, 3rd down and 8. Pierce caught. No, he dropped it. And that'll be 4th down. And out trots McLaughlin to attempt a 43-yard field goal to at least get his team on the board. And that kick is up and good. Okay, so they're fortunate to at least get on the board this time, but you still trail by 4. What do you do now?
They just gotta make a big play. That's all they need is a big play.
Roberts to return this. Here's Roberts on the return. Oh, he drops it! The Colts pick it up!
They need to get that out to the 30. Oh my god. Yeah, it's not looking too good. Not looking too good.
And Nick Foles and his guys get the football right back. What was that? Was he dreaming about his girlfriend or something? Like, Bud just dropped it and then dove at the ground.
Yeah, I think he was. He's thinking about that date that he was going to have with his girlfriend.
Well, I don't know if he's going to get that now. Here's Foles. Foles fires, launches it, caught, Oh, no, it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Taylor gets a gain of 3, 3rd down and 7. Falls. Oh, wide open receiver, and he dropped it. And they're going to stay out here. Flag is on the play. Caught. Touchdown for a moment. Oh, it's holding on the offense. And they're going to accept that penalty. And Foles and them are still going to go for it on 4th down. Foles fires for Pittman, knocked away.
That's just good defense there.
And the penalty.
Perfect
We can't
pass.
forget the penalty.
Perfect pass, just better defense.
That's a turnover on downs. PJ Walker back to work here. Walker throwing another dime. That is incomplete. Walker on the run, throws on the run, flag on the play. Offensive pass interference. And that will be 2nd and 20. So now both teams have committed a penalty. There's the rush, gain of 5 by Foreman. 3rd down and 15 coming up. Launches one, pass is caught, and he is gone. In for the score. Touchdown, Carolina. Alright, so what do you think of that? Advantage off the turnover on downs? The Colts are trying to shut down the Panthers. And gets it to the 28. So here's Foles. The last time out was a turnover on downs. Campbell gets the 1st down. And that's going to fall incomplete. Foles. Incomplete, intended for Michael Pittman. And this has got to be stressful if you're the Colts. Off to the start they are. Look at that, incomplete. And they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Let's see if they get it this time. And he got it. He did get it. He fought for those extra yards and got it. Second down in inches now. And Foles rushes it for the first down.
There it is. Gets it way down to 30.
Foles hands off to Jonathan Taylor. Gets a gain of 4 there. Foles sending it. Touchdown! Indianapolis Colts. Their first of the night. Watch it again. Nicely executed pass from Nick Foles. Nice catch. Gets the feet down. Touchdown. Here's McLaughlin on for the extra point. And it's almost blocked. But it's good. Alright, so now it's a 4-point game again. What do you do here?
They just got to play good defense. They got to get a stop on defense or an interception, or they got to score the ball, make big plays down the stretch.
Alright, so PJ Walker back to work. Carolina scored the touchdown last time out. Sending it. And that is caught. Huge pass. Inside the 30.
That's exactly what they needed, a big play.
Walker fires to the end zone, and it's dropped. Throws under pressure, intercepted. Leonard with the interception, and that is what Indianapolis needed. What do you think of that one, partner?
That was an amazing play.
That is caught. He's still on his feet and then driven to the turf.
He does the extra yards in before he goes down.
Foles sending one over the middle. Almost had it intercepted. But you can't be afraid to throw passes like that down the field. Sometimes you got to throw a 50-50 ball. Here's Foles. And it's hauled in inside the 5. Pierce hauls it in. Taylor fighting for it. End zone touchdown. Cincinnati. Indianapolis has their first lead of the night.
That is an amazing play.
Nice job by Jonathan Taylor. Look at that. He's shoving them out of his way. He's literally violating them.
That's exactly what they need. Big plays.
He even shoved his own teammate out of the way. Look at that. Keep in mind, we're still in the first quarter of play, too. As the extra point is good. 17-14 ball game. And that right there is exactly why Indianapolis is 5-2. And fun fact for you, if the Indianapolis Colts win the rest of their games or only lose one more game and make the playoffs, this would be their first ever playoff appearance in the Summer League playoffs. Same for Carolina, too, if they can get back in this. This would be their first ever appearance in the playoffs. Walker going out of the sack, and that's caught by DJ Moore. First and 10 at the 32. Walker. Incomplete. Walker sends it to the right side of the field, and it's incomplete. Now you see Walker struggling a little bit. And look at that. It'll be 4th down and 6, and I would imagine they're taking the field goal here. Yes, they are. Pinero is on for the 46-yard attempt to tie the game up. It's good. And we're tied at 17. And that is the end of the first quarter. All right, partner, we started the game off with a kickoff. Guess what? We're going to start the second quarter off with a kickoff.
Yes, sir.
Pinero boots this one away. Here's Flowers for the Colts to return it. And he's knocked down at the 28. And that is where Nick Foles will take over 1st and 10.
I think if Nick Foles can keep up his amazing passing, I think the Colts can come away with the W.
And that is
defense and amazing passing.
That is an 8-yard loss there. As you can tell, Taylor was not ready for that. Launches it. Intercepted. Henderson. And knocked away. And next week, on Friday Night Football, Dak Prescott and the Texans take on his former team, the Dallas Cowboys. Be a good game. Dak Prescott and the Texans were leading the AFC Championship last season, 35-7, and they lost 41-35 against the Ravens. Walker gets it away. Ian Thomas gone. Touchdown. And Carolina calls a timeout to discuss what they're going to do next. They're going to go for 2 here.
See how this works out.
There it is. The 2-point is good. Oh, he dropped it! He dropped it like Carolina did. That's going to be disastrous.
Seems like a lot of people are dropping footballs. So what did their girlfriends pick up?
I don't know, man, but that is going to eat him alive. Look at that!
Holy mother of God.
And they take it right back. Foles trying to get out of his own end zone, throws it to Jonathan Taylor. And where is Foles throwing the ball?
He just completely
fumbled the bag on that one.
I don't know where he was throwing that. The pressure might have got to him or something.
And Taylor steps out at the 8, so it's 4th and 10. And they decide to fake the point, and it's incomplete. And Carolina on the opponent 8. Back to the right side after the interception, incomplete for Ian Thomas. Throws it back to the right side of the field, incomplete. Throwing. Tipped, incomplete. Okay, I think you just take the 25-yard field goal, and they're going to.
Yeah, I would do that. Sounds like a good idea.
28-17, up by 2 touchdowns. Alright, so now you're the Indianapolis Colts. You literally didn't even leave your own side. Like, you were inside your own 20 the entire drive. What do you do on this?
They gotta get some good. They gotta get a big play. They have to get a good play.
So 28-17, 1st and 10 at their own 31. Here's Nick Foles.
I mean, that was already a good return.
Nick gets rid of it. That's gonna be caught. Nice play there.
That was an amazing throw. He threw that off the run.
Going for Pittman, who gets the first down at least, and a few more. And Foles isn't that fast of a quarterback. He can't run that fast anymore. But he can still throw, and that's intercepted. And he runs into the guy and loses it, but his teammate falls on it.
Jesus.
What is going on tonight?
It just seems like nobody can hold on to the damn football.
And look at that, instant sack. And that is intercepted. Man, he got trucked there. Only a gain of 1. Second and 9 now. Incomplete, flag on the play. And it's defensive pass interference. That moves it to the opponent 3, partner. Indianapolis should score. And Jonathan falls at the line of scrimmage. And Foles goes down for a loss of 2, so it is a sack. 3rd and goal. Foles. Intercepted in the end zone. And it's deflected. And the Colts say, we'll take that one back and we'll take it to go. You see the Colts struggling here. They gotta be careful, because if they do get to the playoffs, they could be one and done. This isn't like other sports where it's a series of games. It's one game, single elimination. That time he gets credited for 3 yards.
They need a big play right here. A big play. We need a big play right here.
That's
they
caught.
They need a score right here.
For the first down at least.
Yes, that is inside the 5.
And Foles gets a sack again. Incomplete. Third and goal. Incomplete. And they're going to go for it on 4th down, and I don't blame them. And that is incomplete. A turnover on downs again.
It's going to be hard to get back in this game. Down here it scores. If they score right here.
Walker sends it deep. That is caught. Inside the 45 in enemy territory by Hubbard. All they got to do is win, and they eliminate Carolina from playoff contention. And that's deflected and incomplete. Walker launches it to the end zone, overthrows him. Sending it to DJ Moore. Caught! Touchdown! There's Pinero for the extra point. Oh! It's a fake, and he overthrows the intended receiver. And it's no good. They lead by 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Alright, partner, what are you thinking here for the Colts? Do you send in a different QB?
I think the Colts just keep trying. It's not end till the game is done, but it's not looking good as of right.
Keep in mind, even if they do lose this game, they are still in playoff contention. As that's a wild catch there by him.
I think if they lose this game, they just need to recuperate and get ready for next week.
Yeah, they can also win the last 2 games of the season. As there's back-to-back completions.
That is an amazing catch. Nick Foles out there throwing dimes.
And you see Nick Foles is really trying to help his team, but they're not catching his passes. They can't run very far. Look at that. Has to throw out of the sack every time. Where's his offensive line?
Amazing pip. Dude, as soon as his passing is amazing.
Alright, so we're a minute 40 away from halftime when we're going to talk about the games for this weekend. And some stats from the first half. Big pass coming here, incomplete.
That was a bad throw. That was a very bad read. That was a very bad read. I'd say just get to the first down and try. If you can't score, kick the field goal.
Definitely. Oh, he tries a Patrick Mahomes throw, and that's a flag, and I don't think that was too many steps, so. And it wasn't, it was defensive pass interference, but I mean, you want to decline that penalty because if you accept it, it puts you on the 5-yard line. And you want to decline it so you get to the 3-yard line. Falls, wide open receiver up the middle, and finally, Indianapolis into the end zone for a touchdown. Alright, what do you think of that?
That was an amazing play.
McLaughlin on to try to make it a 10-point lead for Carolina, and does. With 60 seconds to go in the second quarter. Oh, look at this. They're going to try an onside kick. I mean, can you blame them, though? They don't get it. And you already know PJ's going to throw it deep, so what do you do here?
I think you just defend well, try to get an interception.
As he throws it, intercepted.
There we go.
I think you go Hail Mary.
Yeah, go Hail Mary. Just leave it all on the line out there before halftime.
Here's Foles.
I think go to the left side.
It's caught. They're in field goal range at least. Remember, they need 10 points. They need a touchdown and field goal. So they could get a field goal here and make it a one-score game.
I think they go down there and try to score.
Also, you already know a touchdown is the best. Into the end zone for the touchdown. For the moment, flags on the play. This might be, if it's interference on the defense, decline that penalty. And it is, decline that penalty, and they do. It is a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen.
That is exactly what we need in this situation.
Alright, so Indianapolis was struggling. They trailed 34-17. What should they do
Now
here?
they only
Maybe another onside kick or kick it deep down the field.
I say kick it deep down the field and just defend well.
I mean, yeah, there's 37 seconds till the half. I mean, you can't expect the Panthers to do anything crazy, and they don't need to. They lead by 3.
Unless they get a 99-yard touchdown.
Or a kickoff return. Hurdles one, but is driven to the turf by the other. Incomplete. So the first pass is incomplete. What should we call the halftime show? Like, what should we say it's sponsored by? Toe drag, gain of 5.
Let's do Sprite.
I mean, we probably should come up with something else because it's like, you know what, why don't we do my business? Because, like, I don't want, you know, like, somebody saying, like, you know, oh, that's copyright and stuff. So we'll say the Urbane Woodworking Halftime Show. And look at this. Carolina's gonna punt this. And they say screw you to the Indianapolis Colts. Alright. 11 seconds till halftime. I still think you go down here and try to tie the game up. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they go down there and try to score.
Here's Foles. Gotta throw the ball now. Knocked away. Alright, so I think you go for it, and if you don't get it, you just don't get it. The final seconds until halftime. Foles sends it. And knocked to the turf, and we have reached the halftime show. Welcome to the Urbane Woodworking Halftime Report. Carolina up 34-31 at half after being in the lead 34-30 or 34-17. And Indianapolis, I'm really liking where they're coming. They're coming back in this game after trailing by so much. Meanwhile, Carolina, if they don't win this game, they might get knocked out of playoff contention. So what do you think needs to change from the Panthers?
I think the Panthers need to play good defense. Obviously, they need to score. They need to both teams need to keep the turnovers down if they want to win the game. But I think they're doing a good job.
Okay, and now we move to
later in the second quarter, the defense definitely eased up and they allowed a lot more scoring. So I think the defense really eased a lot.
And now we move to the Indianapolis Colts.
And I think the Colts, they need to go down. They need to score. They need big plays. They need to score. They need good defense. They need to score the football. They need to score.
Also, we got highlights. We got highlights coming up for you right now. And you ready for the first half highlights?
Yes.
Okay, so with 11:56 to go in the first quarter, McLeod Jr. is going to pick off P.J. Walker. Check this out. There it is, one play interception. Now we go to 11:15 to go. Nick Foles is going to get sacked for a 12-yard loss here. Very unfortunate, too. Look at this. Tries to run back to throw the ball. Burns is just there. Drives him right to the turf. 10:35. P.J. Walker to DJ Moore for an 85-yard touchdown. Look at this. Deep over to the right side of the field and into the end zone for the score. .25 to go. P.J. Walker's going to pass to Ian Thomas for a 74-yard touchdown. Also, be sure to tune in for the Friday Night Football final after the game. But, first and 10, P.J. Walker passed to DJ Moore for 46 yards here. .154 to go. Nick Foles is going to pass to Pierce for 40 yards. Minute 23, Jonathan Taylor's going to rush for 2 yards for a touchdown. Fighting his way into the end zone for the score. And now we move on to the second quarter. 11:28. Henderson's going to intercept Foles for a touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown, it says. That doesn't look like a touchdown to me.
Yeah, that doesn't.
P.J. Walker passes to Ian Thomas for a 57-yard touchdown. Here. 10:31 to go. Kenny Moore the second's going to intercept, and he's going to get it for 3 yards, and this is going to be P.J. Walker's going to throw the interception. .739, P.J. Walker's going to get sacked for a 10-yard loss. .709 to go. Blackman is going to intercept for 14 yards, and P.J. Walker's going to throw it again. .522 to go. 3rd and goal on Carolina 5. Jonathan Taylor's going to recover a fumble for a yard. Oh, this is where he got intercepted. Then 55 gets the ball punched out, and Jonathan Taylor picks it up. 3:01. P.J. Walker's going to pass to Hubbard for 50 yards. .214 to go. P.J. Walker passed to DJ Moore for a 41-yard touchdown. .58 seconds. McLeod Jr. is going to get the interception off of P.J. Walker, his second of the game. That's when he was hit as he threw it. 23 seconds. P.J. Walker's going to throw an incomplete pass intended for Chenault, the former Jacksonville Jaguar. 4 seconds. Burris is going to intercept Foles for 2 yards. There it is, and driven to third. All right, so that's it for the highlights. Now, before we resume the game, let's talk about some of the stats, at least for the two QBs. So, Nick Foles is having a 52.5 completion percentage, 346 yards, 3 touchdowns in this game. For P.J. Walker's 395 yards, 4 TDs, and a 34.6% completion percentage. Notice how P.J. Walker has a shorter completion percentage, but throws more touchdowns and more yards. And why is that? Because he's been hitting receivers for like 50, 40, 80-yard touchdowns in the game. Alrighty, so now we can move into the game. So tomorrow at noon, right here on YouTube TV Network, we got the Steelers taking on the Ravens. Then it's the Bucks and Falcons. Then it's the Patriots and Jets. Bills and Titans. Lions take on the Broncos. Browns take on the Dolphins. Texans take on the Commanders. Cardinals take on the Rams. Cowboys take on the Seahawks. Vikings take on the Raiders. Eagles take on the 49ers. Bengals take on the Chargers. Chiefs take on the Bears. Jaguars take on the Giants. And then we close it out on Tuesday Night Football with the Packers taking on the Saints. Alrighty. So now, you ready for the second half?
Yes, sir.
Carolina to kick this one away to start the second half. Here's Pinero. The second half is underway. Flowers on the return, fighting for those extra yards, and is down at his own 29. Here's Foles. Gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Foles intends for Pittman, throws incomplete. There's Foles. Fires for Allie Cox, throws incomplete. 4th and 10. I think you focus on getting the first down at least, if you go for it. And they are going to go for it. They're not afraid. There it is. Pittman with the catch for the first down. Hands it off to Jonathan Taylor. Rushes for 3 yards to the 50. Foles going to hand it off again. Jonathan Taylor gets the first down, flag on the play. Offensive holding, so it's going to back him up. And you cannot do that if you're trying to come back in this game.
Yeah, that's not a smart decision.
Foles going to throw to Pierce, and he connects with Pierce. Gain of 30 on that play. Taylor's spinning and gets knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Intended for Pittman, falls incomplete. Intercepted by Henderson. And they each have thrown or turned the ball over 7 times.
7 interceptions?
Each team has turned the ball over 7 times. That's intercepted! That's the other way!
I just spoke that into existence. I literally just spoke that into existence.
So now Carolina has 8 turnovers. Indianapolis with 7. And you already know the coach is going to be mad about that.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter if you win.
Both quarterbacks need to come up again immediately.
Foles fires to Allie Cox. Flag on the play. Defensive pass interference, and I can't say I'm surprised. There it is. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Woods into the end zone.
There it is.
And that's not just a touchdown. Guess what that is? That's the lead for them right there.
That's the lead.
And the best part is, they can't be beat by a field goal. Carolina would have to score a touchdown if they make the extra point, and they do. Goal. Carolina would... And we just got word that Brandon Allen is coming in for Carolina because the coach is not happy.
Yeah, the coach is very disappointed.
PJ Walker was going crazy. And now is it? But look at this! And he just falls at the 10. Gain of 4.
Got a lot in my mind.
And that is caught. And they say it's out of bounds. And Carolina's going to challenge it. That's clear as day that he's out of bounds. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's out of bounds.
And they lost a timeout, so they lost it. Allen fires, pass is incomplete. Intended for Thomas. And Allen's going to stay out because he says we're going to go for it. We can't win by a field goal anyway. And even though it's still technically early in the game, why go for something you can't win by? What is going on? What even was that play? Like, honestly, that play right there is what they say in NBA. That play right there was... That is the polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's just...
Foles doing the Patrick Mahomes again. Indianapolis trying to stay in the lead, doing whatever it takes. But now that you got the lead, I don't think I would keep going for it on 4th down. I would eventually kick a field goal if you're in field goal range or just punt it. Pittman again. I don't think Foles needs to come out of the game. All those interceptions, but look at that! Pierce! Inside the 20! Gain of 4 by Jonathan Taylor there. Oh, he couldn't hold on to it to the ground. That was a touchdown if he held on. End zone touchdown. Indianapolis Colts.
Just an
Nice.
amazing play right there.
Exactly. Nice throw on the run. Look at Allie Cox. Not only his first touchdown of the season, but his first touchdown of the night. It took 8 weeks for his first touchdown to happen. Now they call a timeout as they're still celebrating in the end zone. As they're going to go for 2 now. Carolina converted a 2-pointer earlier. And now Indianapolis converts a 2-pointer to the same receiver who caught the touchdown pass. Here's Roberts. Hurdles one defender and is quickly brought down by another. I'm not gonna lie, I wish all Thursday night games in real life were on NBC.
Yeah, that would be better.
I like their coverage of the games. Or at least back on Fox, because Fox wasn't bad.
Yeah, Fox was good. I did like that.
Or on Nickelodeon, forget it. Here's Allen on the run. And he's taken down 3rd down and inches. Or even CBS, because it used to be on CBS. I think though that the NFL should sign somewhere like TNT or something like that.
Oh, that would be fire.
Because I feel like they could have more game options throughout the day. And Carolina uses their second timeout. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down and 1. You're trailing here. I can't say I blame you for wanting to go for this. And he's going to get it. Well, let me tell you, we were looking at something different earlier. It was 34-17. Now look who's up. Allen's gonna fire. And Allen almost throws his first interception of the game. Quick pass to Thomas, who's fighting for the first down, and it's a 3rd down and inches. And as he throws it, but he completes it to DJ Moore. The drive is not over yet with 63 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. And 2nd and 9. I don't think he even got both feet down, but the ref says he did.
I don't know. It could be a choke job.
And now it's 1st and goal at the 3. As Marshall Jr. was the receiver that caught that last pass. Throws it back to the right side of the field and completes. As time expires here in the 3rd quarter. Well, partner, off to the 4th and final quarter, and that is the first quarter that the Colts outscored the Panthers. They allowed the Panthers to score no points that quarter.
And that's exactly what they need to do in the 4th quarter.
12 minutes to go in the game. On the opponent 3, this is going to be a little challenging. It's 3rd and goal at the 1. He doesn't know who to throw it to. And he's going to take a sack as a result of it. You're too close to the end zone. Go for it here. Allen fighting for it. Gonna get stopped short at the 3. Indianapolis takes over. Alright, now if you're Indianapolis, you want to get away from your own end zone. Hand it off a couple of times, then throw it. Nice gain of 7 there, 2nd and 3. Third down and inches. Remember, coming up after the game is Friday Night Football Final, where we go over all the highlights and analysis of the game. And we get you ready for the other Week 8 games tomorrow, as that's going to be a sack, so 2nd and 19. Here's Foles. He has it intercepted. Well, they dropped it, but they recover it.
That was still very bad.
At the opponent 45. Both teams have turned it over 8 times now. And he lost it. And look at the amount of yards lost for Allen there. As they lateral it a couple of times. Incomplete. 3rd down and 43. That's incomplete. I think you punt here, or should they go for it on 4th and 43? What do you think?
I say go for it.
And they are. 4th and 43, folks. And you throw an interception. How's an interception on 4th and 43 sound?
Sounds like death.
That was his first interception of the game, too. Foles has not been able to run much this game, but when he does, he's been getting a good amount of yards and gets a first down there. And Foles is going to lose 2 yards off a sack this time. Pierce jumping for it. Oh, couldn't get... It was tipped in the air. He could have caught that in the end zone, but instead falls incomplete. Focus on getting the first down here, I think. I don't know. They could take the field goal, but do they really need to? That's the thing.
No, they don't need it.
Why not go for it here? But they're going to be stopped short. So keep in mind, if Carolina wins out, they still have a good chance at making the playoffs. However, if there are teams with better records than them, they might not get that shot, and that's almost intercepted. Allen tries to throw out of the sack, throws incomplete. Allen might want to get used to this because he might be starting for the last 2 weeks of the season. Fourth down and 10. You are down 2 scores. You have to go for it with under 6 minutes to go. And almost throws a pick again, but this time incomplete. Still a turnover on downs, though. Well, you can say they blew the lead in this game, because that's exactly what they did. Oh, he couldn't get his feet down. He could not get his feet down. That was so close to being a touchdown. Oh, what do you think of that?
I was definitely
incomplete. Looked like he grabbed his hand there. We'll let you be the judge of that. Third and 10. Flips it to Campbell.
Got a score here.
Who gets the first?
Ah, forward pass. That's a forward pass.
And the Colts decline it? Maybe they just accepted defeat at this point. As Cox gets his second touchdown of the game. Wow. Wow. Incomplete. Tried the 2-point and it's incomplete. Roberts. Oh, what a hit there. Alright, so you know the Panthers are going to end up 6-4, or not 6-4. They're going to end up 3-5. Actually, yeah, this would eliminate them from the playoffs. Unless if teams did so bad.
I take pride in it.
So you know you're going to go 3-5 on the year. What do you do to try to... I mean, you hope you qualify for the playoffs at this point. But what do you do during the off season?
I'm thinking they just gotta sign some more pieces. They gotta find the right guys. I'm not saying it's a rebuild, but I think they just need to find the right pieces.
Yeah, because this... You can't blow the lead like that.
This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable.
Especially because if you give the Colts a loss, the Colts can take a loss. Guess what? You just gave them another win. And you just potentially eliminated yourself from the playoffs.
They continue to take it downfield and miss open throws.
As finally hits DJ Moore for a first down there. They got to call their last time out. I think
they don't.
You got to try to throw it all the way to the end zone. There's a way they could come back in this game, but you got to get the ball and throw it deep down the field and not take a sack. As you see, they're going to face a 3rd and 19 now because they do the spike. And you already know the Colts are just laughing at them. Here it goes. That is caught by Marshall Jr. Marshall can't catch it for the touchdown, however. Incomplete as he caught it out of bounds. 3rd down and 10.
Once again.
And this isn't Allen's fault, because he was put in the game when they were losing. But then again, you think about it, it might not be his fault, but it is as a team. As a team, it's everybody's fault. And that's going to seal this game. That is going to seal this one. As it's an interception. So the Colts are going to be 6-2. And guess what? Carolina can't stop the clock. Because they had no choice but to call their final timeout. And they do get the 2-minute warning, though. That is like an extra timeout.
I say intentionally injure somebody and get a timeout.
Incomplete. That's like a second timeout for you, too, right there. The incomplete passes. This will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Did he get both feet in bounds? That would be difficult to tell. And no, he did not. They're going to punt it to Roberts. No, they're not. They're going to mess with the Panthers, and they're going to fake the punt and complete it for the 1st down. They keep the clock rolling to the next level. What do you think of the disrespect, though, to Carolina?
Yeah, that is disrespectful, but they kind of deserve it because they blew the lead like that.
You know, I think it's kind of funny. The disrespect is crazy, though. 75 seconds to go. Incomplete. And the Panthers won't take the disrespect again. They intercept it. But it's too late. There's no way in 61 seconds they're going to put 3 scores on the board. Allen fires. There's DJ Moore. This game is over. And Indianapolis will head back home to battle the Broncos next week. And the Panthers will battle the Raiders on the road next week, so it's not going to get any easier next week for them. And if you lose 6 games, guess what? You are definitely out of the playoffs 100%. The 49ers last season, they started their season 0-4, and they won their final 6 games. But even though they won their final 6 games, as the Colts are going to use their last time out here, even though they won their final 6 games, they just missed out on the playoffs. Last season, the Buffalo Bills made the playoffs with a 5-5 record. So if Carolina was to win their final 2 games and be 5-5, there could be a chance that they could still make it. So they're not out of it yet. But they are at the same time. Let me tell you something. We've had teams start 0-4 in league history, but never in league history have we had a team go 0-10. Came pretty close. Several teams came pretty close to it last season. In fact, I think the Bengals, they went 1-9 last season. What do you think of that one, partner? 1-9 for Cincinnati last season. I think they could just throw the final 7 seconds out of this game. The final second here in Carolina. It's intercepted. And with no time left, is it a touchdown? He picks it. Look at this. Picks it. And they say, no, it's not a touchdown. 52-37. Alright, so this one ends 52-37, partner. So before we get into Friday Night Football, final thoughts on the game? You alive?
I was muted. I just said a whole entire speech. I think the Colts came out with the intensity in the second half to win the game. You know, their defense was
Definitely.
good. You know, I feel like Charlotte came out in the first quarter with the intensity, straight scoring, and after that they just gave up.
Yeah, they just lost it.
A lot of turnovers in this game, though. For both teams, it was a lot of turnovers.
Yes, I agree. Also, can we talk about that? Can we talk about how in Week 6 the Panthers beat the Bengals 35-7?
Yeah, that is amazing.
So I wonder what happened here tonight.
To me, it just looked like their team just gave up. After they got that big lead, their team just gave up.
And you know what is crazy? The Colts got the Chiefs next week, so they might lose that game. But it is at home, so they do have a. Or no, they did. No, they don't. The Colts had the Chiefs and they beat them. What am I talking about? That was week 7. So get this. Kansas City was leading 18-17 with 1 second remaining, and as time expired, the Colts hit a field goal to win it. What do you think of that?
I think that was amazing. That was amazing. Beautiful to see.
And then the Panthers beat the Falcons 21-7.
Frick yeah.
And now they lose. So again, in danger tonight. I mean, 3-5. Alrighty, so let's get into Friday Night Football finals. So, first off, more thoughts on the game before we get into our highlights?
I think Charlotte could have won this game if they would have played harder after they got that lead. It was just after they got that lead, they just decreased.
Yeah. Also, let's not forget, the Colts only allowed them to score 3 points in that whole second half.
Yeah, the Colts defense was on lockdown.
And they came away with it and ended up winning. Alright, so now into our Friday Night Football final. Nick Foles, 46.1 completion percentage, 511 yards, 5 touchdowns. Brandon Allen, who came in for P.J. Walker, who left the game for not playing so good, threw 34.3 completion percentage, 213 yards, and no touchdowns.
That is very bad.
And let's take a look at the player stats. Actually, no. We don't need to do that now. Let's take a look at the highlights. So, all the way back to the first quarter. Nick Foles, 2nd and 10, Carolina 23, 11:15 to go. He's going to get sacked for a 12-yard loss.
Bro, I could hear that in the background.
Yeah.
Everybody.
10:35 to go in the first and 10 on the Carolina 16. P.J. Walker passes to D.J. Moore for an 84-yard touchdown.
That was an insane play. That was insane.
P.J. might be playing the rest of the games. He has to.
Passing like that?
I think tonight he just had a rough one. Alright. Next highlight, 6:25 to go. 3rd and 15, Carolina 26. P.J. Walker passes to Ian Thomas, this time for a 74-yard touchdown.
$74 yards. That's...
Minute 23 to go in the first. First and goal on Carolina 2. Jonathan Taylor rushes 2 yards for a touchdown for the Colts. This would be their first touchdown of the game. Now it's off to the second. 11-17 on Indianapolis 20. Henderson's going to intercept Foles for 1 yard. Imagine only getting 1 yard.
Yeah, I'm sure his girlfriend's gonna break him after that.
10:44 to go in the third. Third down and 10 on Carolina 43. P.J. Walker's going to pass to Ian Thomas, this time for a 57-yard touchdown. He passed for a 74-yard the first one. This one's a 54. 10:31 to go in the second. First and 10 on Indianapolis 16. Kenny Moore is going to get an interception for 3 yards, and P.J. Walker's going to throw it. .301 to go in the second. First and 10 on Carolina 9. P.J. Walker's going to pass to Hubbard for 50 yards. .214 to go in the second. Third down and 10 on the Indianapolis 41. P.J. Walker's going to pass to DJ Moore for a 41-yard touchdown. Remember, the first one was an 84-yard touchdown. 58 seconds to go. McLeod Jr. is going to pick off P.J. Walker. First and 10 on Indianapolis 46. That's when this happens. And he's hit as he throws it. McLeod gets his second interception of the game. 4 seconds to go. Burris is going to pick off Foles. Here with 4 seconds to go in the second quarter. And that's going to be for 2 yards. Now off to the third quarter. First highlight comes with 8:54 to play in the third quarter. First and 10 on Carolina 20. Interception by Okerley for 7 yards, however you say his last name. P.J. Walker is going to throw it. .805 to play in the third. First and goal on Carolina 6. 6-yard rush touchdown for Jelani Woods for the Colts. .758 to go in the third. Brandon Allen's going to pass to Ian Thomas for 64 yards. This occurred on a first and 10 on the Carolina 26. This is where he just dove at the ground for no reason. Had an easy touchdown there.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know what he was thinking.
That's it for the highlights of the third quarter. Now it's off to the fourth quarter, where Indianapolis outscored Carolina 6-3. 11:33 to go in the game. Third and goal on Indianapolis 1. Brandon Allen is going to get sacked for an 11-yard loss. So he loses 10 yards. 8:49 to go in the fourth. First and 10 on Indianapolis 45. A negative 33-yard rush by Brandon Allen. This is where they lateral it a couple of times. Brandon takes it. Tries to run away from the defender. It gets sacked, and that was when that third down and 43 play happened, when it was 8:04 to go. And the last highlight of the fourth quarter, third down and 10, Indianapolis 29. Littleton's going to get an interception, and Foles is going to throw it. That's going to be for 34 yards.
Yes, sir.
Now look at this. This is where the controversy occurred. Was he out of bounds?
Let me see.
His foot is still in bounds. He's not out of bounds yet right there.
That's looking out to me.
Foot is still... It looks like his foot is still in. And he makes contact with the pylon. Look. Contact with the pylon. That, to me, is a touchdown. That should have been ruled a touchdown.
I don't know. It kind of looks out. I gotta look at it again.
He might be out at the 2, but look it. Whoa, can't see nothing. His toe is still in. That's on the green. But maybe that's not where... Maybe that's where he didn't... Maybe he didn't step out there, though. But it doesn't look like he stepped out at all. Looks like he made contact with the pylon before he stepped out, so that should have been ruled a touchdown. One more time. Yeah, that looks like he made contact with that pylon before he stepped out of bounds. So that should have been ruled a touchdown. Alright, so talking more here in Friday Night Football Final. So what's going to be your favorite Saturday game for tomorrow? Let's take a look at them again. Remind you the Saturday games. Steelers and Ravens at noon. Following that, Buccaneers and Falcons. Patriots and Jets. Bills and Titans. Lions and Broncos. Browns and Dolphins. Texans and Commanders. And then wrapping it up on Saturday Night Football, the Cardinals and Rams.
Probably the Bills.
So the Bills taking on the Titans on the road. It's going to be the games, and then Sunday's games will be Cowboys and Seahawks, Vikings and Raiders, Eagles and 49ers, Bengals and Chargers, Chiefs and Bears, and that's going to wrap up Sundays. Any favorite games out of that? I personally, for the Saturday games, I personally like that Lions game. That's going to be a good one. And for Saturday, I'm going to like that Eagles and 49ers game. And then Monday, it's the Jaguars and Giants. And then wrap up Week 8, Packers and Saints on Tuesday Night Football. All right, folks. Well, that's going to wrap it up for Friday Night Football. Colts come into Carolina and beat the Panthers 52-37 to keep their playoff hopes alive at a 6-2 record and potentially just knocked the Panthers out of the playoffs by giving them a 3-5 record. We say so long, everybody.